If you saw my previous video on how I run my entire workday with just one Apple reminders list, then you're going to love this. This is more of a deep dive follow-up to that video. And today I am showing you how I plan my entire week using the same single list approach. We'll talk through the one list in more detail, my Friday weekly planning ritual, my daily planning, checking in the morning and in the evening, and we'll close with how I manage the capture of new tasks. And it doesn't have to be Apple reminders. You can use this one list concept in any task management app. And I know where I work, we are very close to streamlining the tools we use, and that will likely be in the Office 365 system. So my system will likely have to change again. Hi, if you're new here, I am Jill, and this channel is all about trying to do life right with more of a focus on work life. So if you like the vibes and you're getting value from the content, please subscribe and hit that like button. I love Mondays. I love starting the week by getting stuff done right away. But the real secret, it's not about what I do on a Monday, it's about how I plan on the previous Friday. Every Friday I carve out time to plan the week ahead. I've done this for years and it has made a massive difference to how productive and focused I feel. And in the last video, I showed you how I moved away from a cluttered, overcomplicated system, trying to go deep into analog. You know, like tasks scattered across folders, multiple lists, Apple Notes, and then even the notebooks. It just wasn't sustainable for me. So I simplified. Now I use just one list and I manage it in a Kanban style layout within Apple reminders. This lets me move tasks between sections easily and it keeps everything visible, fluid and simple. My list is broken into 4 sections inspired by the bullet journaling method: daily log, weekly log, monthly log and the future log. It's also very similar to Pullein's time sector method. I've not done the formal training, but based on your comments on the previous video, there seems to be definitely an overlap there. If I were starting fresh, setting this up from scratch, I would drop all my tasks into a full list and then sort them like this. If it needs to be done today, it goes into the daily log. This week, the weekly log. This month, the monthly log. Later than that, then the future log. It's as simple as that. So let's talk about my Friday ritual. One of my key habits is reviewing and planning my week ahead. If I'm at the end of the month, I'll also plan for the month ahead. And I focus on just 2 sections, the weekly log and the monthly log. First, I wrap up any tasks in the daily log and weekly log for that current week. And then when I move into the planning, I move on to the monthly log, scan it and pull a realistic number of tasks into the weekly log for the upcoming week. Apple Reminders makes this easy. I can just select and drag tasks into place using the Kanban board view, and this gives me a visual preview of what my next week looks like, and that clarity is everything for me. If it's the end of the month, I repeat the same process, but between the monthly log and the future log. And I pull tasks from the future log that now belong in the monthly log. And again, it's simple and effective. At the end of each weekday, I do 2 things. 1, I check my calendar for the next day. And 2, I pull down a handful of tasks from the weekly log into the daily log, based on the time I have available. It's important though that I leave buffer time for unplanned or reactive work, and this helps me stay nimble and not overcommit myself. In the morning, I don't replan, I just check in. And this is also when I tend to have my magic mind. And if you have been following me for a while, you will have noticed it sitting somewhere on my dining table in the mornings. Magic Mind, if you don't know, is this tiny productivity shot that I have been taking for more than 6 months now, just once a day, and it helps me lock in when I sit down to plan, very much becoming part of my morning habits. That jittery feeling you would get from coffee is replaced with the calm you would get from Magic Mind. And I get the sustained clarity that's perfect for my planning sessions in the morning, but it keeps me going through those, what might seem like long afternoons, without those jittery feels or crashes that you would get with coffee. If you're like me and you juggle many spinning plates on a regular basis, Magic Mind will change your life, specifically your daily routine and your focus. I'd 100% recommend you to try it out, and you can find a 50% discount link in the description and also the QR code here on the screen. While I'm sitting, sipping slowly and relishing the shot in the calm manner, which my husband keeps me going about a lot, I look at my daily log and calendar to confirm the day's priorities. But if something has changed, if a new priority has come in overnight, I give myself permission to reset. And this check-in is where I go analog. Even though I manage the to-do list digitally, I use a pocket notebook to write out my calendar events and my 3 to 5 tasks for the day. I list them in chronological order, and this notebook just stays open on my desk all day, and I strike things off as I go. It's simple, tactile, and focused. New tasks come up all the time in meetings, conversations, or random moments, and to stay present in meetings, I don't log tasks into my to-do list immediately. Instead, I note them in my meeting notes using a consistent format, so then they stand out. And then later in the day, during my planning at the end of the day, I review those notes and tasks and ask, is this for tomorrow, this week, this month, or should it go into the future log? I also use Siri to capture quick reminders when I'm on the go, walking into work, for example. Hey Siri, remind me to email John about that project on Thursday. These simply go into my inbox and Apple reminders, and then at the end of the day, I will triage that inbox and move each task into the appropriate section of my one list. That is how I manage everything from today, this week, this month, and then beyond, using just one Apple reminders list set up in a way that's simple, sustainable, and truly works for me. So let me know if you're using something similar, or if you want to try this. And a quick shout out to Magic Mind who are supporting this video. If you want to try that out yourself, here's the QR code again, or you can find the discount link in the description. I have been using it consistently for 6 months, and it now has become a core part of my daily routine, genuinely helping me stay focused. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.